Hello everyone and welcome back to Slay the Princess. Now I had a lot of fun playing this the first time round and I said I was really enjoyed it and I wanted to come back to it, so I wanted to come back to it as soon as I could, and that is what we're going to do today. We are going to take some different paths from last time. Last time we were kind of civil, so I don't know how we're going to play it, but we're going to...
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I think one of the things is we're going to ignore the narrator and completely, and then we'll probably listen to the narrator.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
We might not do that. We might change our mind in things, but we'll see. We'll see what we want to do. Okay, are these the same as last time? It's been about a week or so since I played it last, so I can't remember exactly everything that we did. I mean, if I'm listening to him, I could just say, "Sweet, I've always wanted to offer a monarch. Viva la revolution."
That's the spirit.
Yeah. So far, we're going to just do it
You
like
make
this.
your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go
Great.
through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
You stay out of this.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Or do I want to listen to the narrator? I guess I do. I guess I've already started that path now. I think we're committed to it.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The
I like
blade
the look of
is
that
your
blade.
implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So, take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I'm sure it will.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries
understand
up
what
the
you're saying.
stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Now, there's an option to just ignore it, isn't there?
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
So do we just not listen to her? Let's just continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs
And there she is.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her
Am I gonna
wrist,
kill her?
binding
Am I gonna
her
slay
to the
her?
far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Okay. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. No, I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk, see your nerves and step forwards. Don't give her any opportunity to manipulate me. Just go forwards.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
See, she's not even trying to be civil or relaxed or anything this time.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
what if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping a blade. Drop the blade or slay the princess. Slay the princess. I'm
You
committed.
lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Oh, she looks quite scared.
You feel flesh easily give way
Oh.
and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Okay.
Oh,
It was that simple.
this is it, isn't it?
Maybe.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
I mean, it kind of seems like it.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago.
I
That
mean-
arrogant look still plastered on her face.
She kind of
But is
looks
it
like
over?
she's done.
Really over.
Probably not. Of course it is. She's dead. I'm not sure it feels she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. That was too easy. I think it was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up.
See, now I don't trust you. I don't trust the narrator.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
She's gonna get up and kill me.
I really don't think you should do that.
See, he knows something that we don't.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Remove the blade just in case. I might need it.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
See, she's gonna be alive. She's gonna stab me.
What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Yeah. See. Right,
Quick,
it's lying.
let's get out of here.
Can I even get out?
It's too late for that
Ooh.
now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she
Okay.
falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life.
See, now the
I guess
narrator's
we're
just
even now.
the narrator's just openly continuing the story like, oh yeah,
See you
that never happened.
around.
Like, I'm accurate with things, but she isn't dead.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you.
See, and now he's nonchalantly saying it like, oh, you were close. Well, you should have just said, well, if you continue down here, she will come back to life.
For whatever that's worth.
God, this narrator.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yes, we've been here before. But that's fine. Chapter 2, The Razor.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here
heard
to
that.
slay her.
We've heard that. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died, what am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me. But I definitely got her. Why am I here again? Let's do
I
that.
can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened,
this is
then
probably the
maybe it's
fourth
best
time,
to keep it
isn't
that
it now?
way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Okay, new voice. I like this guy.
Stab
One
us to
sentence in.
death.
And you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? I think I said that last time. I think I remember that last time. Let's proceed to the cabin. I would like to leave. I would have wanted to have just let that.
Before you go in,
Yes,
she
we've
will
heard
lie,
that.
she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power.
He couldn't be
that as
more
well.
on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
So if there are lines that we do hear the same thing, I will skip those, but I'll try not to skip anything that's new.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
So things him saying that you proceed to the cabin and she's gonna lie and everything, that's I'll probably skip that most of the time. Just so it's not the same things.
The interior of the
Ooh.
cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Yeah, this doesn't look good.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So we mentioned the mirror before. Do we even? Okay, you didn't say no. I don't want to say anything about the mirror. I will take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Do we just approach the mirror?
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Well, mirror.
You
And
reach
it's gone
forward
again.
and rub
Okay.
your hand against the cabin wall.
So that's
I hope
not.
you know how ridiculous you look right now.
So that's not any different than last time.
There was a mirror a second ago.
So we might
Now
not
it's
do that all the
Yet
time.
another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
I mean, I'm not too big of a fan of this place either at the minute, the way this is looking.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below.
I did hear that,
If
yes.
the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
A grating voice.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
normal.
She thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Why is the corridor so huge? Why is she just in the middle?
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we?
I mean, look at that face.
She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that
This-
threatening edge to her voice.
I mean, you can look
She
at that
just wants
face
us
as well.
to get close, to let our guard down.
Can I throw the knife?
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Yeah. If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you? Do you remember what happened last time? I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. Can we just talk things through? I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Look, I know you're mad. I know you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones. What happened after you died last time? What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time. That's coming back from being stabbed in the heart. Nobody has to die. Okay, what are you going to do if I let you out? Okay, fine. I'm coming closer to free you. You'd better not try anything. Yeah, I'm not trusting this. Bye. Screw it, Slayer Princess. We've come this far. Screw it.
The princess falls silent,
It's not
her
gonna go
smile
well.
unwavering as you charge across the room.
Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second.
But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat.
Who's me?
I didn't keep an eye
Not
on.
ours,
I didn't keep
right?
an eye on her hands.
Hers at first,
Oh, we got her.
then yours.
Okay.
Hehe.
Hee hee.
How? What did she even hit us with?
The knife? She was saying.
You stare down at your chest and at the
Whoa,
long,
is that a
thin
sword?
blade she impaled you with. And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago.
Wait, what? And
It's
then
still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic
Oh,
limb.
what? I came out of her body.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
This is getting a bit graphic.
You're going to die now.
Okay. Very abrupt.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Arms Race.
You're on a path in the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
I like this guy. The cheated. I like him.
You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
There's just the mirror there.
I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Nobody.
Oh, this-
Nobody holds the cards.
this game
That's
is
how
so
it's
weird.
always been. That's unfortunately how reality works. The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option.
Wait, who are you?
We have to fight.
We have been fighting. The voice of the hunted.
Good. It's better that way.
Wait, what?
Without a fight, no one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning.
Wait, there's 3 different people now.
Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This is the 3rd time?
This is our 3rd?
Yeah?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
Nah,
It is a lot of
impossibly
responsibility.
high stakes make the fight so much better.
Where's the cheat guy again?
Let's just stay focused,
I
shall
miss
we?
him. I miss his
The
conversations.
only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched.
We take it.
Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
So I'm not getting any choices here. I didn't come to the cabin. I didn't take the blade. Do I not have any choice in how this one's going?
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right. We've got to be able to win eventually.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
But there isn't a door. It's just that mirror again.
Yeah, and it's just blatantly in front of it. We've only ever seen it in the corner. So why is it actually staring us in the
It
face?
isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it. If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it.
You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
I mean, is the mirror just going to disappear again? Yeah.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion.
So now we're
Let's just
questioning
get
it
to the
ourselves.
princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
I'm sure we will.
You step forward,
Oh.
but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
So there's no
Your
escape
body
now.
tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance.
Her dress
She gives
is...
you a wry smile.
Her dress is becoming more metallic, and I mean, even her body is becoming more pointy.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Yeah.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
I mean, she got a sword coming out of her knee.
Pride
I don't
makes us
think.
dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
I don't think we got much of a chance of survival
Actually,
here.
does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal
Holy
bickering
shit.
is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the
I mean-
empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Again, that's very graphic.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
Okay, do we actually ever say what's gonna
You're going
happen
to
now?
make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Can I charge?
Shit.
No?
She's coming for us, and I'm out of ideas.
Can I not charge her and give her a surprise? We're going to fight here. We're going to fight her again, and we're going to have to stiff up her lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. We're going to appeal to her authority. Puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. I mean, it's a bit late for that one. We're going to unconditionally surrender. No. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. She has swords for arms, and we don't. We're panicking. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. All of these ideas suck. Think up something better. Do I just like take the element of surprise?
No,
Sure.
that's a terrible idea.
Too late, we're doing it.
Win's a win. Screw it, we've already died twice. What's a third? A third is a third. It's bad. Who cares? Fine. You raise your blade above your head.
Oh, this is new. What are you going to do? Are you really going to stab yourself? Neat.
Then you skewer yourself. Ow. Are we still here? Can we not actually off ourselves? Boo!
Oh, okay.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
I kind of thought I'd get some element of surprise, but I...
Oh, a new one of us.
Oh, wait, was that someone new? I didn't even see.
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
Who was it?
We'd know if we died,
Contrarian.
right? You're on a...
Okay.
No, you're in a...
Wait,
Where
what?
the hell are you?
Wait, did we
I
die?
think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be.
Who the fuck are you?
Dead.
Okay, I've gone way off course here. Okay, I need... Okay.
Stop saying
This
dead,
isn't how
all
I
of
expected
you.
this to go.
We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
Okay.
This is
Huh.
all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
I mean, is this is still the third, right? But I died, so does that count as 4?
This is 4.
Wait, is it?
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
Oh, wait, is it because the cheated said that we're not starting in the woods anymore? We're in the forest. We're just starting here. So we're going to just keep coming back at this point.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Flutter will get you everywhere.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's
No,
got to
I-
be a point where it makes us better than her.
I think this is a bad idea.
We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need
He's
is
talking
to
sense.
keep fighting.
I'm already kind of confused.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving. Who cares about getting better than her? Let's do something weird. Like, really, really weird.
I can do weird.
Come on, show me something new.
What options have we got? We're going to fight her again. No. We're going to appear. No. We're going to. No. Flirting with us new. She has swords for arms. We're panicking. All these ideas suck. Think of something better. Should we try flirting with her? That's new. Sure. Let's try that. It doesn't work, and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness sleeps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
I like that guy.
You're cute.
Oh, thank you.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
What's the point? It's all the same.
How many people we got now?
She skewers you.
Is that 7?
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
Do you see that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once.
True.
Just panic. Flee.
8.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body
9.
either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
Are we just
Let's
getting
appeal to
delusional
her
now?
better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
I mean, I kind of flirted with her. Isn't that trying to get onto a better nature? And also, now we've got 10 voices in our head. Is that right? I've lost count. I've lost track of where we are.
She skewers you.
My mind was not ready for this. I wasn't ready for this kind of...
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need. None of this is working. Think. Think. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark. And you die.
Wait, actually dead? No. Chapter 4. Mutual Assured Destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window?
Over my dead body.
Can I actually throw it out the window?
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Let's be able
Besides,
to...
what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Do I know all of these
Sure, I
guys?
can think of a better way to die.
Yeah, they're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest
Wait, are we
is
actually listening to
finally
something
ending
from
up on
everyone?
top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Yes, pros, because we've done so
Narrator,
well.
we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not
how many
done.
times has it actually
That's okay
been
with
now?
me. It's good even.
We're on
I
chapter
like that.
4. We're on chapter 4, but has it been hundreds upon thousands of
I
times?
got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
No, not particularly.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Okay. Wait, how long can we just stay like this with the narrator? About that long? Okay.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Give it-
Really? Okay then.
Gave the narrator an ego boost. You're welcome.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears.
That's
Then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls.
Okay.
All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
But we do have an opening now. We see a heart.
Are you ready for what comes next?
It's just how we're going to be able to get to her with all these blades.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
I think they're thinking of two different
Do
things
you
for
think we can throw her out the window?
that. Now someone's coming up with a good idea. You know what? Small little clap. Brilliant idea.
That looked painful.
How is she still alive?
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs.
This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
Wait, stab her in the back. We've not even
This
tried
is
that.
all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
This
All right,
is all
sir.
just
Whoa. Okay.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
I didn't know we had this much control. Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
So we were able to control our mind. You do not act, and yet through the inaction, your body moves on its own. Princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endless building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and her strikes too. Both strikes are lethal, neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. And as she goes again. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Okay, so there's not even any kind of comments from the hero in this. We've actually just gotten rid of him on this part. Silence as you reach towards glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. Okay. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. And approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay, so she said something about getting memories last time. Attack the entity. I can attack the entity. I want to ask some questions first before that, but I probably will try that. So you're saying being as before?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
None of these riddle things make sense to me. What does it feel to change like this? What, is in the blades thing? Oh yeah, that's it. I want to know that.
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Okay, great. Thanks for... I understand exactly what that means now. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed.
Oh, okay. Huh. So she's getting the things we create to create more of herself. And when she's complete, she's going to make a decision. So, does that mean I should probably do some good ones to make her benevolent? Should I free her? Should I try and do some nice things like freeing her and things like that? Because if not, she's going to kill me.
But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Yeah, I need to do some good ones. You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? I don't want to say that. I don't think that's not what I'm aiming for here. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Yeah, that's something I think I remember seeing last time, which I wasn't quite sure on. Does that mean some of the options that I've chosen last time don't come back? Like, can I not choose those paths again? Or is this just saying a thing like, with this one, can I not just charge in and try and slay her again? Or is there do I have to speak to her? Because I don't think you can take that option away from me.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Yeah, so I can't remember if I looked at that one last time, because I remember seeing... I distinctly remember seeing that. But So does that mean that I can't make those options again? Which is good, because I don't want to make those options again. I want to see new things. But then with some options, it kind of seems like you have to start that option. I mean, do I kind of just do that again, but not just run at the princess? I don't know. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? Okay, what do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
I kind of thought this would be the answer.
My
It
joy
wouldn't give
is
me
in
anything.
seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Yeah, I did kind of think that was going to be an answer for that. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart.
See, now that's the thing I'm a bit concerned about. She's single-minded and it's cruelty. So
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
so in the creation of this being that I'm making, she's single-minded and cruelty. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
So I'm nowhere
You
near.
will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Do I want to attack the entity? I'm a bit worried now because, again, I'm gonna anger them, aren't I? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. Yeah,
The
that's
vessels
true.
are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
Okay, so basically
I
no
would
hard
be
feelings.
alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
That kind of helps me a little bit. So you don't have any preference on how you'd like to change or grow? No, I don't think I need to say that because it's kind of already expressed that. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna say you've been
Why
kinder.
wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
I really want to attack the entity. I'm gonna do it. Your world cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Oh shit! But now I've set something. I've set something up. Okay, I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Bring the razor full to her.
You're
Okay.
on a path in
So
the
there's
woods,
there's an
and
incomplete
at the
razor
end of
you
that
can
path is a cabin.
take. Interesting.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Okay, yeah, we know that. Is there anything we haven't done here? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing
Are
this.
you serious? No, you have to do it.
Can't someone else get it? Yeah, can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
So in this one, I'm not going to slay the princess. think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do the exact opposite. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay, I understand completely. Anything else I can go against him for? Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's bad... No, I'm not going to say that because I know. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
So, no. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Okay, sure. Okay, let's just say, okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin.
Good. As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing.
Oh, I've got a goal.
You
Might
make
not be
your
what
way
you
up
want.
the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a prince. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's...
Heard that.
The interior of the cabin is all the blade
Yeah,
is your
heard
implement.
that. Yeah. Okay. Take that. What happens if I don't take the blade? Because I'm not being any kind of hostility then. But if I take the blade and then just say I'm going to free her. Let's do that.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I'll try the not taking a blade another time.
The door to the basement creaks up her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let it fool you.
Let's just be friendly. Hi.
Don't
Hi.
be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the prince. She's so... Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. But I've brought the blade, so now I'm kind of... Okay, let's do that, though. What? No way. Why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
Okay,
The
got a fair
blade.
point.
Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
I guess
Don't you dare.
I'm going to drop
It's
it.
fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
You better not screw me over. I'm trying to be nice here.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine.
I swear, if she turns evil now, if she turns bad,
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
wait, have we done this before? I'm so confused on options now. I feel like every option that I've seen is is wrong. I've asked what your name is before, and she said, "Oh, it's just gone straight to the talking." Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of like the first time I played. It's going to the talking, isn't it? How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay. There's people up there who think you're going to end the world. What do you think of that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
You're apparently going to the end of the world. I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is entirely different matter.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Okay, I thought I was actually being quite honest there. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
I do kind of feel like I can't trust her. If I say the name, it's when she... I think I've done this before.
She
doesn't
hesitates
she's not going to give it
before
me, is she?
answering.
Or is she going to give it me?
You can address me as your Royal Highness.
No.
Or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Okay, we've talked
Oh,
long enough.
have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Okay, yeah, so this is a part where it has a choice to say I'm going to keep her here, keep an eye on her, slay her, or let her out. And the option to just leave her here is gone. So some things lead to it, but the option at the end is gone. That's good to know. I said I'm going to let her out. I'm getting her out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Oh, she actually looks quite sincerely happy there.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. If not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Let's do that.
I'll be here.
Let's not blatantly go to the
You
idea
attempt
of...
to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
we've got a lot of choice here. Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
I'm only doing this to try and
I'll
get the
repeat
princess to
myself
believe me.
once again. You're here to slay the princess.
if I just walked down and
you
casually
won't
said-
leave until the task is done.
Yeah, if I casually went down to the princess and just gone, oh, door doesn't work, she could say, oh, a likely story, you just try and trick me. If I was shouting, then she's
You
going
make
to
your way
believe
back
me.
to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
See, now I'm getting a good...
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
It's kind of unnerving how she's just staring.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Is she gonna
How
hurt
is
me?
she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay, let's approach
No,
that door.
we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body
Oh.
steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
So now I'm being controlled by the narrator. Oh, wait, slay the princess. Warn her. Okay. Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
I hope she doesn't get mad at me, because I warned her. Resist?
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yes, yes I am.
I'll make this quick.
Oh,
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
that was pretty sinister. Just
Her
how
face
calming
remains
that was.
unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
But she's
This
still
is
trapped
the
down
end,
there.
isn't it?
So are we going to come back as her being angry at me? Or is she...
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Or is this going to be a world where she does get out? And I'm going to see ruin? Chapter 2, The Prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods. You're
Okay,
here
yeah,
to slay.
We've heard that. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
So, in the last run, whatever you want to call it, I had like 10 different voices. Is that all the voices, or there's still ones I haven't seen yet? I'm kind of interested to see if that was
I'm inclined
everyone
to
just
agree.
in that.
If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to... You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Okay. Proceed to the cabin. Makes no
A
difference.
warning. She
Yeah.
will lie.
Yeah.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Yeah. Skeptic.
Did you just say
is-
wink out loud?
I mean, he's in my head, so I needed to.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this
Oh, it's
clown and
skeptic.
focus on the princess.
The cheated and the skeptic are probably my favourite voices so far. I enjoy their comments. Okay.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Yeah, it's turned
The only
into a
furniture of
prison.
note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Do I not take the blade? Do I just enter the basement?
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade.
Oh, okay.
We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Yeah, you are skeptic.
Are you
I
sure?
guess,
What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner.
but that's a good point. She did take it off us last time.
Yes, I'm sure. Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay, I'm trusting you.
Hey, don't I get saying this? What's the big idea? Do I argue? I'm going to argue.
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go. Wonderful. You do exactly that, sweeping the knife from the table before proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
It's kind of hard to do this one with the narrator as this kind of thing where he's saying you don't have to do anything, but we've gone through the chapter where he has forced our body to try and do things, and only because we've tried to do
The
something to
basement
stop it.
creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock
Oh.
eyes with the princess.
Oh, she's got her arm back
She looks
now.
up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves, the chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Wait, so I've always noticed this, and I've not said anything about it. They've got one chain that's always there left open. Why the hell did they install a second one? As well as the neck one, fair enough, but a second one for the arm. What? Or is that one
Should
been
we
broken?
be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose,
Yeah,
there would be something so obviously useless.
exactly. Thank you.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Oh, she's so obvious that, I'm going to sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
And she's got to remember that the narrator tried to stop us, or from what she perceives, we just tried to stop from slaying her last time. Sit where you were told to sit. I'm gonna listen
You
to
do
her.
as she asks
I'm
and sit on the floor,
not gonna cause trouble.
still a good distance away from her.
I'm determined to try and
Thank
save her
you.
this time.
Now, what are your intentions for me?
Or does she not remember? Does she not know me? My intentions, what do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happens after I died last time? That other chain on the wall, who is it for? What would you have me do? I think I'm just going to leave you here, actually. You're not much of a threat to anyone locked up like this. Yeah, I'm going to do the I've been here before. How come, does she not
Oh.
remember?
Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the
okay.
game.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I remember.
That's fair. Sorry, I didn't
First you
mean
make a
to.
comment about having been here before, and now this.
I didn't mean to disrupt. Like,
As
just
much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
That's pathetic.
I never said I wasn't.
Oh, we're actually getting some kind of humanity from the narrator here.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Okay, now you're back to being a jerk.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
The princess has been staring at us for a while.
Fine.
And we haven't said
You won't get
anything to
another
her.
word from me on the matter.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Okay, you were asked about my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that? What happened after I died last time? The other chain on the wall, who is it for? Yeah, I'm going to ask about the other chain.
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
Oh, but now you're looking sinister. I'm
I
trying to
hope
help you.
I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Well,
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
because
But
we can
what if
see
he's
if there's a
telling
way
the
of getting
truth?
out.
He isn't.
I am.
Inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Well, what happens next?
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Great.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Okay, this is an interesting development.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
I mean, it was around our neck. It's not like we could have cut ourselves out.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So we're both stuck here. What should we do? Did you know that this was going to happen to me?
No,
Okay. So we're stuck here.
Yep.
We're having a great conversation. What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Are we going to get another version of ourselves where we see ourselves?
Nope.
That's rude. You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything.
This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
If time is
what's gonna
passing, the
happen here?
cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Hey, have you noticed that the basement's changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
It's kind of important.
Still
now.
rude.
Okay, just continue waiting in silence. So eventually it's just going to change enough for us to pull the...
You continue to wait in
chains
silence,
out, I
and the
guess?
cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Where's the knife?
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass. Until suddenly, there are no walls. And then...
And then?
And?
I think he's gone.
Wait, did he just disappear?
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Oh, does that just count as an ending? Because technically the cabin's not there. Okay. That's interesting. But you don't get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a...
Okay, we've read that. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not for the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before. You always get scared. Let's
But
do
it feels
that.
so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
If you say so, we'll trust you.
Feels too good to be true.
I'll see you guys again. I'm sure of it. I mean, definitely the hero. You approach the mirror. Signs that you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. Oh, okay. I understand. We look different because of the things that happened. So we got bigger in the last one because we got stronger because of all the times we fought. This one we've withered because we've been locked up for a long time. I understand the mirror now. Sort of. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You were at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't it make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. I have no opinion one way or the other on the matter. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me, and I hate it. I think I hate you. I just want it all to stop.
It will, in time. But you still have a ways to go before we are done. Know that I hold no malice for you.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one
Always
is
got to ask
cold
this.
and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart.
I mean, I had every single intention on making something that was nice or a good part of this main princess that it seems like it's turned into, and I've made someone cold and cynical. This isn't going well. I thought I was doing a good job.
She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
I mean, I really tried to be nice that time. I don't want to kill her. I have no intention of actually wanting to kill her. I know the game's Slay the Princess, but how many more vessels do I need to bring you? Will you say something different?
When we near our destination.
Okay, but you didn't say anything about you didn't say anything about being a lake when you want to see. Okay,
I
just
care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
What if I say I'm gonna kill her?
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
I mean, I would say I agree with that because in the last one, when I did attack her, she didn't try and attack me back. But is that just because she's incomplete? Like, I mean, she's getting more and more pieces of herself. How can she know that she isn't going to try and cause me any harm? So you don't have any preference on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Okay,
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit, even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Okay, do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we're finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
What happens if I destroy my own body? You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Okay. Ready to go
I
back?
will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on
And
a
with
path
that,
in the woods,
and
and at the end,
we are going to end that there. I think we're going to try and do 2 each time now. I don't know how many more things there are to go, but I'm just going to carry on playing this. I want to play this as much as possible. I want to, like I said before, I want to experience so much more of this game. I need to know what's happening, and I want to find as many things. Yeah, some things took a turn I wasn't expecting. I genuinely had every intention of saving a princess, and it didn't work. The narrator, sometimes just, you can't trust them, but then you can. I don't know. I mean, first game going back into it, of opening so many dimensions all at once, or whatever, alternate worlds, all those voices. I don't know what I'm getting into, but yeah. So next time we're gonna see what choices we can make, how we can save the princess, how we can slay the princess, if we will actually be able to slay them and get away. There's obviously some things that I did which I could do, slaying the princess and instead checking the portal, pulling the knife out, I could walk away, saving the princess. I've also got to go down without taking a knife, because I think that's one that's going to be pretty important, because every single time it says take a knife, and I do, but I'm probably going to try that one of the next times as well, but we'll see what we do when we get to it. But that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.